Tyrone Taylor will lead off. Jorge Soler has come out of the game for the Angels as well. Not sure why, but Chris Taylor has moved to right field, and Kevin Newman is now playing third base.
Hello, Newman.
Taylor batting ninth in the order. Takes the fastball low from Eder, and it's 2-0. Eder started out in the Marlins system. Was traded to the White Sox for Jake Berger a couple of years ago and landed with the Angels this year. He was considered a pretty significant prospect at the time that the Marlins traded him to Chicago. But he only wound up pitching in one game for the White Sox last season. And Taylor takes a strike. Tyrone trying to fight his way out of the depths of a slump. 7 hits in the last 61 at bats. Things have been going a little better over the last week or so. And that's ball 4. So for the 3rd straight inning against a 3rd different pitcher, the Mets get the leadoff man on. And now Brandon Nimmo not only reached base but circled them in the 1st inning. Will bat for the 2nd time.
Eder wasn't even close with all the 4 balls up high in the strike zone. Taylor with 10 stolen pillows.
And Nimmo gets hit by the pitch, and the Mets will have 2 men on. Looked like he got him on the elbow guard.
Nicked him.
Maybe on the shoulder.
Ticked him.
More uniform than anything else.
86th time that Nimmo's been hit in his career.
2nd all time in Mets history behind Pete Alonso.
Yeah.
Well, they got a golden opportunity now with the 2, 3, and 4 hitters coming up. Bust this game open.
It's only a matter of time before Lindor breaks out. The question is when. He's now 0 for his last 31. Starting to move up on the longest 0 for in Mets history for a position player, which is 0 for 37. That was set by Ray Ordonez. Last year, J.D. Martinez threatened that mark. He had an 0 for 36. Lindor flied out to fairly deep center field his first time up. Taylor and Nimmo, the base runners, good speed. And Lindor takes inside. The ball to strike. If you go back to when Lindor broke his toe at Dodger Stadium, the numbers are pretty stark from that point on. Grounded to 3rd, a foul ball. I mean, he was on an MVP trajectory over his first 60 games, but since then, it's been a different story. Basically, he's having his usual April in July. He lines that one for a base hit. The streak is over, and here comes Taylor around 3rd. He'll score the go-ahead run. Francisco Lindor puts that insidious 0 for 31 behind him and drives in the lead run. It's 2-1 New York.
Hanging slider right down the pipe.
All it took was name-checking Ray Ordonez, and that was the end of that.
Just put that out in the aura.
So the Mets with the lead, still nobody out, and Juan Soto steps in. Soto with a check swing grounder to 3rd his first time up. Things do not generally go well when Soto puts the first pitch into play. The major league average on first pitches is about 330. Soto's hitting under 200 on first pitches of at bats. And he pops this one a mile high. Infield fly rule invoked if it's fair. And Newman's got it. 1 out.
Well, really just a belt high slider out over the plate. Got in on it. He's still not right. If Lindor was right and in a groove, he would have crushed that ball. It was right down the middle. But you know what? Small steps get you out of things.
So now Alonso struck out his first time up. Nimmo at second, Lindor at first with 1 out. He takes a sinker that misses for ball 1. Even with his recent troubles, Pete's average with runners in scoring position has stayed strong.
.327 in runners in scoring position to be exact.
But hitting under 200 against left-handed pitching. It's hard to believe.
And that's ripped out to left center. Forget that. What a shot by Alonso into the second deck. A 3-run howitzer. And it's 5-1 New York. Career home run number 248. Now just 4 behind Darryl Strawberry for the club record. A big breakout swing by Alonso.
Where's the pitch? Below the belt. Eater comes into the game. He's been wild high. Where does he make the adjustment to bring it down to a guy that can hurt you down there? And Pete just unloaded.
That was impressive.
439 feet, 112 miles an hour off the bat. A slump buster. 22nd home run of the year for Pete. And Marte fouls one off. So the Mets have scored 4 in the 3rd inning against Jake Eater to take a 5-1 lead. The 2 slumping hitters, Lindor and Alonso, combining to drive in the runs.
Taylor gets on base as well. It hasn't been easy for him.
Here it is right here down. Pete right now with the trouble with the high pitch. Look down in the strike zone. Take that high ball. Umpires, a lot of umpires don't call it a strike. Take that pitch and look down into your strength.
Pete had been 0 for his last 13 heading to that at bat, but he gets within 4 of Strawberry. The road to the record presented by Tunnel to Towers. Marte had a base hit his first time up. First at bat off the injured list. Ball and 2 strikes. Alonso has hit 22 home runs this year, and only 6 of them have come with the bases empty. He now has 80 runs batted in as a result. Eugenio Suarez came into the day leading the National League with 86 RBIs, so Pete is gaining ground again. And Marte takes fastball outside, and Eater's command is all over the place.
There it is.
Darrell's rooting for Pete to break the record. It's going to happen.
Oh, yeah.
8th pitch of the at bat to Marte, and he goes down swinging on a high fastball. First strikeout for Eater, 2 out in the inning.
For the next homestand for Pete. tends to hit him in bunches, though, doesn't he?
There's Beatty, who had another base hit his first time up. He grounds that one foul. And Beatty looks like he might have chipped that bat on that last swing. Gorgeous afternoon, 80 degrees. Just a perfect day for a ball game. Lots of camp kids in the crowd. Huge crowds for every game on this homestand, and another one today. Seems as though every camp group has a different colored shirt. What would happen if they all wore the same shirt?
Oh,
Create a lot of confusion.
be a lot of kids on the wrong bus.
Beatty back with a new weapon. And takes a slider for a strike, and it's 0-2. So Alonso got to 80 RBIs. It's July 23rd. Last year he got to 80 RBIs on September 10th. So he's a month and a half ahead. Grounded out to Rengifo. That ends the inning, but the Mets score 4 in the third. 3 of them on Alonso's blast. 5-1 after 3.